Good day, Malacanang Press Corps. The oath-taking ceremony for 50 star rank officers of the PNP was presided over by President Marcos Jr. In recognition of their dedicated service to the country and their significant contributions to our national police force, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. earlier this morning at Malacanang Palace presided over the oath-taking ceremony for newly appointed officials holding the rank of general. 50 star rank officers, a distinguished group comprising 6 police major generals and 44 police brigadier generals, have formally taken their solemn oath to fulfill their weighty and significant responsibilities. According to President Marcos Jr., the promotion of officials is not only proof of their loyalty and efficiency in service, it is also a symbol of the added responsibility placed on their shoulders. These are responsibilities that will truly test their unwavering resolve, their core principles, and above all else, their profound compassion for the nation and for their fellow Filipinos. The President urged the newly sworn-in officials to further improve their work for the nation, to be fair to all, and to protect the dignity of the people, and to safeguard the institution's credibility and the trust of the public they serve. Tama man ba ang mapapusam asayik? In his address, President Marcos Jr. also discussed the implementation of Executive Order No. 107, which is designed to increase the base pay schedule for all military and uniformed personnel. Its full implementation will commence on January 1st, 2026, with further adjustments planned for 2027 and 2028. In addition to this, the President also provided an increase to their daily subsistence allowance. All of these collective efforts serve as undeniable proof of the unwavering and complete support from the President and his administration for our dedicated police force. A police force that truly respects the fundamental rights of every citizen and diligently protects the welfare of our beloved nation. May the wellspring of tireless and unwavering service to our country forever live vibrantly within your hearts and minds. With just 8 days remaining until Christmas, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is anticipated to provide Christmas assistance to Filipino families. This afternoon, President Marcos Jr. is scheduled to visit the beneficiaries of the Department of Social Welfare and Development's Pag-abot program in Pasay City. The President's visit aims to make our fellow citizens truly feel the government's presence and support this Christmas season. This serves as a reassurance that they are not alone and that their government will never forget them. Under the administration of President Marcos Jr., the government has already launched various programs aimed at improving the living standards of the Filipino people. This includes the DSWD's Pag-abot program, through which more than 1,200 young people and thousands of individuals have been directly reached and provided with assistance by the agency. There is also a Pag-abot processing center in Pasay, which serves as a temporary shelter for those in need of help, and Walang Gutom kitchens. Under the administration of President Marcos Jr., all initiatives and programs intended to provide security and a brighter future for Filipino families will be continuously implemented throughout the upcoming year. And I am now prepared to receive your question.
The first question we have is from Maricar Sarngon Brigada.
Good morning, Undersecretary. Because of yesterday's report that, the father and son gunmen from the Bondi Beach massacre in Australia entered the country before the mass shooting happened. Some foreign media outlets are now describing the Philippines as an ISIS training hotspot or a terror hotspot. What is Malacanang's position regarding this label?
Of course, the President vehemently rejects this sweeping statement and the utterly misleading characterization of the Philippines as a primary ISIS training hotspot. And because of this, we were able to personally interview and speak directly with the leadership of the National Security Council. And this is their official response, which I will now proceed to read aloud. Regarding reports describing the Philippines as an ISIS hotspot, the characterization is misleading. Currently, there is no validated report or confirmation that individuals involved in the Bondi Beach incident received any form of training in the Philippines. Philippine authorities, in close coordination with their international partners, are diligently continuing to verify all available information. However, no substantial evidence has yet been officially presented to fully support the claims that the country was utilized for terrorist training. Ever since the significant events of the 2017 Marawi siege, the dedicated Philippine security forces have successfully and significantly degraded the operational capabilities of ISIS-affiliated groups throughout the nation. Both the United Nations and the U.S. government, through their comprehensive assessments, clearly indicate that these extremist groups now operate in a highly fragmented and considerably diminished capacity. The widespread violence occurring in the region of Mindanao is primarily, and to a significant degree, driven by deeply rooted historical conflicts and ongoing local clan disputes rather than being a direct consequence of the operational capacity or strength of organizations affiliated with ISIS. Recent assessments indicate significant improvements in the domestic security environment that were previously affected by terrorism. These developments reflect the sustained efforts of our security forces and the resilience of our communities in advancing peace, order, and development across the nation. The President orders the Anti-Terrorism Council and its member agencies to remain vigilant in preventing any and all terrorist activities within Philippine territory and to continuously enhance their coordination with international partners to safeguard national security.
So we understand, Yusek, that you would still prefer, of course, the ideal scenario is to have a budget that is delivered on time, which is not conducive to any form of corruption. But what would be considered the lesser of two evils in the eyes of Malacanang, the reenacted budget for the first quarter of the year, or an unchecked, as Senator Lacson himself has stated, an unchecked corruption-conducive General Appropriations Act? So what would be the lesser evil for the administration?
I don't want to bring up any lesser evil. Instead, I will present a good option. The good option you really need to examine it thoroughly. December is still not over, so there's time.
So you're still going to want the budget to be submitted right on time?
A proper budget that can be successfully submitted on time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Back to you, Chaclair.
Thank you all very much. And before we bring our program to a close, the very spirit of Christmas is truly alive and vibrant within the palace walls. On this, the second day of the Malacanang Palace grounds being open to the general public, more than 300 people participated in the second Misa de Gallo, which was held right here at the palace. The gathering of attendees was solemn and truly meaningful, a heartfelt thanksgiving for the year that has passed, for the year now gone. The public is continuously invited to participate in the Misa de Gallo, held promptly at 4 o'clock every morning, which will finally conclude on December 24th or Christmas Eve. Of course, the famous Filipino Christmas treats are a must-have. Taste and savor these unique Filipino foods like puto bumbong and bibingka after the Misa de Gallo at the palace. The Malacanang grounds are also open nightly from 2 Mapala p.m. until 11:00 p.m. on the night of December 23rd. The Christmas display is currently underway, showcasing live music, thrilling rides, and captivating film showings, along with a wide array of delicious food and refreshing drinks that everyone can partake in and enjoy together. Witness the true spirit of Christmas in the joyful smiles of children, freely playing and having fun with friends and family. Once again, feel the spirit of Christmas. Come to the palace.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.